A lot of people want to play Tekken well, but they don't want to memorize a ton of frame data. Fortunately, there is a way to play Tekken effectively at a basic level without memorizing any frame data. I will use frame data as a reference point, but it will not be essential to remember any of it. As such, we are going to focus on 4 simple punishers for every character. They are as follows: standing jab punish, crouching while standing 4, crouching launch punish, and standing whiff punish. Each character has this in one form or another. Every single character has a jab punish. This is generally a string that starts with a 10-frame jab and has a guaranteed follow-up. The only character that does not have a guaranteed jab string is Asuka. She only gets a jab. Jab punishing is a good starting point for beginners, because in Tekken it is visually impossible to look at a standing attack and determine whether or not it is unsafe. So as a beginner, one should try to jab punish most attacks. However, if a move has pushback on block, do not try to jab punish it. Pushback is a great visual cue for determining whether or not you want to jab punish an unfamiliar move. Every character has a fast move designed to punish lows from crouch. For most characters, this move is while standing 4. There are 3 exceptions to this rule: Steve Fox, Craig Marduk, and Gigas. Steve Fox's fastest punisher is while standing 1-2, while Marduk and Gigas' fastest punishers are while standing 1. Aside from the unblockable lows possessed by Yoshimitsu and Xiaoyu, only Jack 7, Eddie, Josie, and the Bears possess lows that cannot be while standing 4 punished. Therefore, when blocking a low, the safest, most reliable option is to use while standing 4. The reason why players memorize frame data in Tekken is because, in most circumstances, it is visually impossible to look at a move and distinguish whether it is safe or unsafe. This is where experienced players have a huge advantage over beginners. However, there is a simple trick that experienced players use to determine if a move can be launch punished on block. That is when a low move staggers when it is blocked. Low moves that stagger when blocked are universally launch punished. There is no exception to this rule. Normally, low moves finish their entire animation when they are blocked. However, when some lows are blocked, the animation is interrupted. Depending on the type of low used, this animation may simply include the character jerking as if they're kicking a rock or putting their hand on the ground. Anytime this animation happens, the move can be launched on block. Instead of trying to memorize frame data, just focus on the visual cue of the stagger animation. Punish these moves with a crouch launcher. Any other time you block a low move, simply use a while standing 4 punish. In Tekken, when we say a move whiffs, we mean it misses. It neither hits the opponent, nor is it blocked by them. Many moves that cannot be punished on block can, in fact, be punished on whiff. Tekken runs at 60 frames per second. Law's down forward 2 is a mid-punch that takes 15 frames to execute, and when blocked leaves him at -7. This means that Law is unable to perform any action for 7 frames after his down forward 2 is blocked. Since 7 frames is such a small window, an opponent is not able to punish down forward 2 on block. Don't worry about those numbers, they are not important. What's important is that when Law's down forward 2 whiffs, it leaves him at -25. That means he is not able to perform any actions for 25 frames, which leaves him vulnerable to a variety of attacks, as most attacks in Tekken are faster than 25 frames. The ideal whiff punish is a mid-move that is 18 frames or faster that hits from range 1.5 or farther. That means it hits from about 1.5 backdashes away from the opponent. Many mid-launchers require you to be at range 1, but a good whiff punisher should hit from farther away. Not all characters possess long-range launching mid-whiff punishers. Some simply possess mid-moves that knock down. Don't worry if your character doesn't have a fast launching long-range mid-punisher, as only a few characters have those kinds of tools. Instead, focus on hitting consistently with whatever option your character has available. The damage will definitely add up over the course of the round. It is easy for players of any skill level to determine if a move whiffs or not, so instead of worrying about punishing your opponent on block, try to punish them on whiff. Try to use your backdash, sidestep, and sidewalk to make your opponent's moves whiff and punish them for it. All it takes is a single backdash or sidestep from the right position to make a move whiff entirely. You can practice whiff punishing by going into practice mode. Pick Law as your opponent. Select Action, Settings, CPU Opponent Action 1, then select Repeat Action. Record yourself doing a down forward 2 and immediately holding back to block. Let the CPU whiff and then punish it. You will know you are successful when the word Punish appears on the screen. After you become comfortable with this, go into arcade mode or treasure battle and practice it against the computer in a match. More confident players can start this exercise by recording themselves doing Law's down forward 1. It is -19 on whiff and much more challenging to whiff punish than his down forward 2. Whiff punishing is a simple tool that is useful at all levels of gameplay in Tekken. It doesn't seem like much, but the more you practice this, the better off you will be. So to review, first we covered jab punishing, while standing for punishing, and launch punishing lows that stagger on block. Now we've covered whiff punishing. Using these simple fundamentals as a basis, you can greatly improve your Tekken game. Thank you for watching this video, and have fun playing.